all things SWV and Xscape. It's a Bravo breakdown today. I'm your girl Kaya, and I am here to break it down, honey. All right, so now we're one episode away from the season finale of the SWV and Xscape, the Queens of R&B limited series on Bravo. Now, it has been a drama-filled series. All right, that's number one. I think we can all agree with that, right? Now, after this episode, I felt I was morally obligated to come on here and explain to you what actually goes down at both an Xscape and an SWV concert. If you have not gone, then let me tell you, because I have done both, right? Now, actually, I've gone to see Xscape with the Between Sisters cast, minus one of us. So we went to see Xscape at Barclays. Now, if you're not from New York, Barclays is an arena in Brooklyn. It's a big arena where the Nets play, the Brooklyn Nets play. So we went there. We didn't go to see Xscape. We actually went to see like New Edition, Blackstreet, Faith Evans, Casey and JoJo was on the ticket. There was a whole bunch of people on the ticket. Faith Evans sang her face off. It was a great concert. And because of the fact that at that time, Xscape was quote unquote the hot ticket at the moment, they were top billing, which Candy and Tiny and Tamika reminded people of frequently during this limited series on Bravo. So how it usually works with artists and how they do top billing with concerts is whoever has the hottest whatever at the time, that's who is top billing on the ticket, right? So let's say that, for instance, we just went to the Legacy concert with New Edition. And it was their concert because it was their 40th anniversary of being in the music industry. So they were top billing. And Guy was on the ticket, Keith Sweat was on the ticket, and Tank was on the ticket. Now, obviously, Keith Sweat has hits for days, Guy has hits for days, but they were not on the ticket as the top biller. So we've seen New Edition in concert with Charlie Wilson, Uncle Charlie, and Fantasia. You know, Uncle Charlie has been in the game way longer than New Edition. We've seen Patti LaBelle in concert, and she actually came on before New Edition because New Edition was the more sought after group at the time, right? So in this particular concert that we went to with Xscape, they came on last. Now, New Edition came on right before them. Now, we didn't come to see Xscape. We obviously came to see New Edition, but, you know, Xscape had some songs that we liked. So, you know, we're just like, all right, you know, they on the ticket, cool. New Edition ended with Poison, right? So you end your set with Poison, and then here you come with Xscape singing these ballads at the end of the night. After you done went through Blackstreet with no tickety, I got to bag it up. Even if you have an act like Casey and JoJo, and they have a lot of ballads, Casey and JoJo are entertainers. So you can have a lot of ballads, but if you're an entertainer, it don't matter. You can be singing Mary Had a Little Lamb, and you can make everybody go, ah! You know what I'm saying? Because that's what you do. You're an entertainer. Belle Biv DeVoe came out and they did Poison, you know, and it ended it, smashed, shut the place down. And then here go Xscape, talking about who can they run to. We was like, we put up the church finger and we left. Because once they grabbed the stools, we was just like, nah, B. Ain't nobody sitting here at no 10:30 at night to watch y'all sit on a stool. That's not what we're here for. You know what I'm saying? So we left. We saw SWV in concert a few times. And it's not just because they're from New York and you know that New York thing, but they got bangers on their set lists. Week, everybody sings that song at the top of their lungs. They have bangers. SWV was in the concert with In Vogue, with Belle Biv DeVoe again. I know y'all like, how many times can y'all see the same people in concert? Don't get me wrong, we've seen them in concert every time they come to New York. But it's just a different vibe. Even if you're doing a ballad, if you're entertaining and the song is entertaining and the music and the band is entertaining. Like, we saw Drew Hill in concert recently. Drew Hill had a keyboardist, a drummer, and a bass player. And when I tell you, these brothers brought the house down, and you know Drew Hill has a lot of ballads, but I did not sit down the entire concert because they were entertaining. So there's a difference. When Xscape comes on, I don't care how many social media followers you have. You ain't get them social media followers from your music. You got them from your from you being on TV. And them people ain't seeing you in concert. You can't sell out the Barclays by yourself. You can't sell out a stadium by yourself. I'm sorry. So the fact that they have this bigger head because of the fact that they have a social media presence, it's kind of whack. Especially when you're dealing with legendary acts and you acting as if you are Aretha Franklin, Patti LaBelle, Gladys Knight. You know, I don't. Especially when your discography doesn't back up what you're saying. You don't have hits like that. You don't. Xscape does not have hits like that. Xscape does not have hits like that. I'm sorry. SWV has hit after hit after hit, and they're bangers. Come on. Their remixes are bangers. You can't deny it. You want to what I need from you is to understand that Week is the biggest song.
Message.
It's simple as 1, 2, 3. But y'all don't want to understand that because y'all feel like y'all need to have top billing because y'all got more followers on social media. And half them followers ain't buying tickets to your shows. Once them followers buy tickets to your shows and you selling out arenas by yourself without anybody on your ticket, then we can talk. But if you're not selling out arenas with your 10.3 million followers and your 7 million followers by yourself, half the people that's following you is looky lures. And it's no shade because I love all the ladies from both groups. I don't know what's going on with Tasha and Rocky. Honey boo boo child. Let me tell you something. You know, God has a way of humbling you. And I really feel, because remember when this so-called mistress came out last year and showed a picture of a sonogram and she called the baby, what did she call the baby? She called the baby Timeless Love Bivens. And she said that the most effed up thing the universe can do to you is let you meet the right person at the wrong time. I'm just tired of living a lie all these years and ready to live in my truth freely and in peace unapologetically. I have no beef with Latocha, never interfered with any of his dealings with Xscape, never made him choose. Me and Rocky had our own situation. I know this may be shocking news, but this was a very complicated relationship that I couldn't speak on for obvious reasons. Life can be a B, and I'ma make sure mine's is beautiful either way. It is what it is. So that's what the alleged baby mama said. But at the end of the most recent episode, Tamika Scott, Latocha Scott's sister, pulled out receipts like an accountant. Okay. And the receipts accuse Rocky, the same one that Tamika had accused in the beginning of the series at the Scott's mother's house, of stealing her money. These receipts claim that the brother-in-law was taking kickbacks from a promoter for the group to be able to perform, right? So, because of the fact that Tamika was tired of the couple saying that she lied, Tamika took to she pulled the receipt. She printed out the receipts, you know. Oh, what a tangled web we weave when we practice to deceive. Now, Tasha has been saying all along that Tamika has been lying on her and her husband. But on this last show, did the draw 4, the draw 2, the skip, the reverse, the wild card, and then the Uno. Oh, Lord. But not only that, Tamika posted on Instagram that she uploaded the receipts on a video on her YouTube channel titled Just Some of the Evidence. She told her side of the story, and she laid out those receipts in that YouTube video. And the footage also includes threatening text messages of extortion from an unknown number spewing lies about her and other group members, Tiny and Candy, and a recorded video of Tiny's mom sharing the background of how Tamika learned about her stolen money. And she also showed paperwork of Tasha and Rocky depositing checks to their account that were made out to Tamika. This is too much. If I had pearls, I would clutch them. Too much. Is this what happens with the entertainment business? Everybody just cutthroat and just throwing everybody under the bus and lying and saying this and that and Dr. Bible Dad. We got to do better, children. We have to do better. As simple as 1, 2, 3. So Tamika out here trying to clear her name. Tasha done put out a video of her crying because she's hurt behind all of this, and how she knows what's going on in her household and everything about her husband, and that she's not blind to the stuff that's going on in her household. It's really bad. Tasha said she's pursuing her gospel album, and that she is moving in a different direction, And obviously she has used the group in order to get back into the limelight and back into people's faces. And now that she is, I guess she does not need them anymore. And as far as media takeout goes, I don't know how true this may be, but Candy and Todd are suing Tasha and her husband. And Tasha has allegedly been kicked out of the group. So we'll see what happens at the finale of this series. But this is a clear case as far as the groups go musically, of you think you are more than what you are. There's no shade. You might want to call audio too, because your top billing requests ain't working. And those of you that don't get that reference are not real hip-hop fans. Anyway, I'm your girl Kaya, and as always, this is a Bravo breakdown today, but I'm always going to be here to break it down.